Is Joe Biden going to pardon his own son? Well, Chuck Schumer has an answer for you.
Yes, but
do you agree with some of your Democratic colleagues who say that President Biden's pardon of Hunter Biden was wrong or unwise, puts personal interest ahead of duty?
I got nothing for you on that.
Can I follow up on that? Are you concerned with the lack of transparency, lack of honesty around Biden's decision to pardon?
As I said, I got nothing for you on that.
Yes, that's a big answer. I've got nothing for you on that. Well, if you're still thinking that this is only Chuck Schumer, look at this. Even White House press secretary defends Hunter Biden pardon, and people are saying enough is enough. Well, we have so much to tell you in this video, but you're still thinking that what's going on? Look at this. Federal judge accuses President Biden of attempting to rewrite history in Hunter Biden pardon. While at the same time, Josh Hawley has his own version.
The president, when he pardoned Hunter Biden, suggested that he thought the prosecution of his son were political. Did that come up at all? And how does that dovetail with your view about political prosecutions in the DOJ?
It didn't come up here, but I will say that I think what President Biden did is absolutely abusive of the rule of law. Number one, he said for how long now that he would not pardon his son. The reasons he gave earlier for saying he wouldn't were persuasive. The reasons he gave now for changing his view midstream are totally unpersuasive.
Yes, you heard him right. He said that it's absolutely disgusting to see that President Biden now is changing his own promise not to do anything with his son's case. But we have to accept the reality that he's the president and he can do whatever he wants, and we have seen a glimpse of it. But at the same time, how come President-elect Donald J. Trump not talk about it? Look at this. Trump cites Hunter Biden pardon in latest legal attempt to throw out hush money conviction. You remember that President-elect Trump has been through a lot in recent times. He faced numerous cases, and people were arguing that if he becomes the president, he will pardon himself. Well, what do you think that what's going to happen now? Of course he will pardon himself, because now a statement is here and he's going to follow it. Well, we're not going to stop here. Look at the details, this is very shocking. White House Press Secretary Karen Jean-Pierre on Monday defended President Joe Biden's decision to pardon his son Hunter, despite telling the press multiple times that the president had no such plan. He said he came to this decision this weekend, and he said he wrestled with this and because he believes in the justice system, but he also believes that the raw politics infected the process and led to a miscarriage of justice. Jean-Pierre told reporters aboard Air Force One en route to Angola. Well, if this is not shocking for you, then what would be a shock for you? Moving on with more details, she added, Hunter Biden was singled out, and because his last name was Biden, because he was the president's son. That's what we saw. And so the president believed enough is enough, and the president took action, and he also believed that they tried to break his son in order to break him. Hunter Biden, the president's only surviving son, was found guilty in June on federal gun charges and pleaded guilty in a separate tax evasion case in September. Well, you heard him right. Now you can see the scenario. Trump becomes the president, and if he pardons himself, which indeed he's going to do, no one will point fingers on him because the current president did the same thing. Well, he's going to pardon his son, things will change. But remember, this has not been implemented yet. We are still waiting for final verdict that what's going to happen. But let's just not wait here. Let's see this complete answer from Josh Hawley and see that what he has to say about this whole process.
I think the idea that he would use the pardon power to protect his closest family member, and not, by the way, you've all seen the pardon now, it is truly sweeping. It sweeps in all of his Ukrainian activity, it sweeps in all of his foreign dealings. It is stunning. This, let's be honest, Hunter Biden would be in prison already if he didn't have the name Biden behind his first name.
The president argues he wouldn't have been charged at all.
That's totally false, Garrett. That's absolutely false. You can look at the charging memo in the Department of Justice for crimes similar to this one. This is why his first so-called plea deal unraveled, because the judge looked at it and said, wait a minute, this doesn't follow DOJ's charging practices at all. This guy would have been in prison long ago had he not been a Biden, and now he never will be because he's gotten a sweeping pardon from his father. I think it's incredibly abusive, and it's the kind of two-tiered system of justice that has got to end. Every American should be treated equally based on the clear-eyed rule of law. And maybe I should say the blind, because, Lady Justice, she wears a blindfold. You're not supposed to see who it is, Biden or anybody anybody else. It's supposed to be equal, and it's not been. And I think this pardon just illustrates that. It's terrible.
Well, now let's talk about this. When it comes to Hunter Biden, he's going to pardon. And of course, Josh Hawley said that it's different than the actual justice system. This is not justice. He's using his power to pardon anyone on his own family member. Well, what about the millions of people? Analysts are saying that it can create a chaos in the country where the family members of other prisoners and criminals and other people that doesn't belong in the open society, they are going to come in front of the White House and they will protest and they will say that, now pardon my son, my husband, my sister, my mother, my brother, and they're going to do that. Well, let's see, time will tell, but we can see that a big chaos is in process right now and things can change dramatically if this happens. Well, at the same time, Chuck Schumer has more to say about this very important question. Let's watch.
Nope.
I'm sure that anyone on the way out of office, family members, sets a poor precedent.
Thank you. I've got nothing for you on that.
But the question is, they talked about January 6 pardons. This is a playbook for incoming President Trump. Isn't this a problem? Did he not establish a bad precedent for pardons?
I got nothing for you on that. Any other subjects? Any other subjects?
Yes, that's his answer, and the answer is splendid. I've got nothing for you on that. Well, yes, a lot of people will be asking in future that is this going to be the black day in the justice system of United States, or is it going to be a normal thing from now on when it comes to the president and their presidency? Are they going to pardon anyone they want, even if it's their family member or someone they love or someone they care about or someone they have some benefits from? Let me know in the comments below what do you think about this whole situation, because this is simply a dramatic scenario right here that nobody would imagine, but people were already talking about it, that Biden is going to pardon his son, but nobody believed. Even the Democrats are in shock right now that this happens. And as you've seen, Chuck Schumer has no answers on this very important question, that what do you think about Joe Biden's decision to pardon his own son? Well, let me know in the comments below what do you think about this whole scenario. Do you think that it's going to affect the justice system in US, or it's going to be the same from now on, where any person will become the president, will use his power just like this? Because now this trend will start where the president would pardon anyone he wants or she wants, and we'll see what's going to happen in future. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because this is very important. We all need to stay united, because the justice system of United States, it's indeed strong, but we need to understand to keep an eye on everything, because this is our country. We need to stay united, and if we stay united, we can do wonders. Well, again, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions at all, then let me know in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer each and every question of yours. I will see you in the next video very, very soon. Till then, please take care and have a nice day.